peeps? Naisha here. Today I'm on Romance Club and I will be giving you my review on Dracula, a Love Story, Season 1. Um, also want to let you know that this is an ongoing story, and so far they have 4 seasons so far. But we're gonna be talking about the first season. Now, Dracula, also there will be spoilers. Now, Dracula, a Love Story is the 11th book released on the mobile game Romance Club. This book was released in June 2020. The author of this book is Veronica G, and this is her first story on this platform. Now, the plot summary is experience a whirlwind romance spanning centuries, palace secrets of the Ottoman Empire, love and loathing at the royal court, and friends and enemies whose lives span an eternity. In this book, you play as both. You are able to change your name, so I'm going to use the name that I gave her. But in this book, you play as both Gaia Burnell, a present day fine art restorer, and her past life, Lali Hatan, a 15th century young girl living at the Osmanian court. While on holiday in Romania with her sister Millie, Gaia is tasked by her boss to pick up some 15th century Ottoman paintings from a museum. When she touches the paintings, she finds herself traveling back in time to 1444 and subsequently to 1446 and 1448 to the court of Sultan Murad in the body of his niece Lali. There, she witnessed the relationship between Lali, Vlad, and Aslan, who bear a striking resemblance to people Gaia has just encountered in her present life. This will set in motion a series of events that will reveal the existence of many different supernatural forces. With the help of Vlad, Leo, Sandra, and a Romanian woman with some secrets of her own, and Noe, Vlad's friend, Gaia needs to try and make sense of her own past and of her feelings towards those around her. Also, just in case if you do want to take a chance on playing Dracula, a Love Story, just know that there are some trigger warnings. The story contains scenes of fighting, violence, war, and scenes including threats of sexual assault and domestic violence, as well as a verbal description of sexual misconduct towards a minor, a 17-year-old girl, by someone who's not a character in the story. Details of which episodes are affected and can be found on either their summary pages or the walkthrough pages. Now, with this story, like many romance club story, you have different variables that would influence your character: bravery, luck, and then you have something called soul light. I will say, with this one, I noticed that you could do both if you want to, but if you want to play one or the other, you can. But just know this is a game that would put would this is a game where your choices would not be taken lightly. Meaning, like, if you choose something, like, there might be some consequences. So, just want to let you know about that. Now, the characters, again, you could name the main character wherever you want. I decided to go with Gaia. So, you have Gaia, then you have the love interests Vlad, Leo, Sandra, Noah, Hassan, Mahmid. Okay, so basically, I would like to say that this, especially season one, I want to say it's very detailed. Like, this is a story that's very detailed. Like, Veronica thought, like she put every thought and everything. Like, she crossed every T, dotted every I. Like, she literally did the damn thing with this story. Because you first start off with Gaia, who is basically on a vacation with her sister, but while she's on vacation with her sister, she is, she's also doing something for her boss, which is um, being able to get the six paintings from the Ottoman Empire. And of course, um, not only is she doing that, but she's also meeting people. And like when she meets Leo, like in an instant, they connect in a way that it's like, they knew each other for like a long time situation. And of course, like through season one, you basically see that, like, okay, the main reason why it feels like they click so much is because they do know each other from the past, which, they don't really talk about it until later in the season, in season one, which I love. Also, I love the fact that these episodes are long. Like, I'm not gonna lie, these episodes last, like depending on like you being like a quick, like, reader and stuff like that. It could either take 30 minutes or it could take an hour. For me, it took like, I want to say probably like what, 30 minutes to 40 minutes to play like one episode. And I know I also enjoyed the fact that like you can nurture like not only the relationship between Vlad and all the other love interests, but you could also nurture the relationship and friendship, but most importantly, the relationship with your sister Millie. Like, there's actually moments where you could either bond together or, not bond. And I thought that was pretty dope that do they um not only do they care about like relationships and friendships with people, but they also care about the relationship between siblings and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty dope. I actually like that whole lot. Um, I also like that each love interest have their own backstory and things like that. Like certain interactive story games, sometimes they don't have like, enough time um to come up with different backstory for certain people. But I love that with this, especially the author of Dracula, a love story. I like that she took her time and we basically get backstories and different things about all the love interests, especially with the main two in particular, which is Leo and Vlad. I also am a sucker for flashbacks, and let me tell you, there's a whole bunch of flashbacks, and each flashbacks, um, is not like I want to say like it's not like unnecessary and stuff like that. It actually is necessary because it tells a story. It tells you like, okay, basically tells you how things come to be in a way. And I know I like that a whole lot because we get to know a bit about, especially about Vlad, because in the beginning Vlad is a mystery. Like, he's this mysterious rich guy who decides to buy the paintings that Gaia was told by her boss to get. Like, he bought the paintings for her so she could, like, restore them. But not only that, he basically also drags her to her to his castle so she could restore the art there, which is interesting. It kind of gives you like a Beauty and the Beast type of vibe, and I thought that was I thought that was interesting in a way, especially because I find it interesting because even though it was like a Beauty and the Beast type of vibe, everybody like that is with her, which is Sandra, Leo, and of course her sister Millie. They like this Vlad dude wants you to stay at his castle. Okay, well, we staying there too. I just I just I just thought that was so hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this not only does this book have serious moments and slow burn moments, but it also has funny moments and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I like about this. I also like that, again, there are different paths and different options for you, for what, for you to choose what your character personality should be like. And not only that, but choose which relationships to nurture, or even nurture any relationships at all. Um, I also like the fact that the graphics are so beautiful. Like, the one thing I could say about Romance Club is they know how to do some graphics. Like, the graphics are just so pretty. They match like the tone of the story, especially this one where you get like different like scenes are dark and haunting and like mysterious, but yet beautiful at the same time. And not only that, but the background music is mwah, chef kisses, especially the moments where Vlad and Gaia are like having their little slow burn situation, where, because Vlad, for some odd reason, he can't, like, every time Gaia touches him or he touches Gaia, he feels pain. So he can't really touch her without feeling pain. So with that being said, you have some of these moments with them where the music is slow and melodic, but it describes the tone of like what's happening. And I want to also say that I like the fact that this is slow burn. Like, even with any love interest in this story, it's slow burn. You're not getting like bound chicka wow wow all the time. Like, you're not getting that at all. Especially in season one. Like, no one's being intimate. You might get kisses here and kisses there, and like, like a guy may take off his shirt, but you're not getting the the intimate scenes that you would get from any other story. Yeah, any other story from Romance Club. So I like the fact that this is slow burn. Like, yeah, I like the fact that this is slow burn. That's how I like my romance. I like my romance slow burn. Like, I don't want them to be all like want. Like, I like, I don't know about you, but I don't want all that want. Like, I don't want all that. not right now. Like, I want them to get to know each other. And that's what I like about this book. I like the fact that the character, especially the main character, I like the fact that she's like, she don't trust this guy. This guy wants her to come to the castle. Okay, like it seems like she has no choice because she did sign a contract, so she gotta go to the castle with him. So she's like, okay, but she still like side eye to him, like she doesn't fully trust him, but like while she's side eyeing him, she's also doing her best to try to get to know him as well. So I like the fact that, like, again, the main character got a good head on her shoulder. She's not like just like she's not like this damsel in distress. She's not just like going to danger. Like, no, no, no. She's sensible, and I like that. I also like the fact that I also like the fact that the way the way that the story is set up a bit, because we know that something like we as the players slash readers, we know that, okay, Vlad is Dracula and things like that. However, the main character doesn't know that, and none of the other characters know that too. They know something strange is going on with Vlad, but they don't really know what Vlad is per se. So I just like the fact that even though we know, the character doesn't know, but it's not like obvious in a way. Again, they sense that something, like, they sense that he's odd, but they don't know what that odd thing is. And that's what I like about it. I also like the fact that, um like the pacing of the story as well. Like, it's not too fast, it's not too slow. It's actually just right. Like, nothing, like when you get information, it doesn't seem like, okay, we're getting too much information, we need to slow down. Or it doesn't seem like, oh damn, this story is just so is dragging on. No, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like it's going at a right pace, and that's what I like, especially with this story. And I'm gonna go back to the flashbacks and stuff like that. I like the fact that um these flashbacks, because I like the fact that these flashbacks are building up to, like, to what went down, if you catch my drift. Because, like, we see that, like, especially at the end, when it's revealed that Vlad is Dracula and things like that, like, you have to wonder, like, how he got there. You feel me? Like, so I like the fact that it seems like the flashbacks are building up to that. Like, the flashbacks, the flashbacks are also telling a story in itself. Like, it's telling you the story of um Vlad, who made friends with the um niece of the Sultan and another slave like him and stuff like that. So it tells you the story of this friendship, this bond between Vlad. Um, Leo's name was Asan, not Asan, Aslan. That's his name. His name was Aslan at the time. But yeah, it tells you the story of, like Vlad friendship with Aslan and Lali, and basically, like, I like that they're building up to it. Like, I know some stories, whether it's in movie form, TV show, book, any form that it takes. Like, most stories would basically, if they do use a flashback, they get right to the point. I like the fact that these flashbacks, you're not getting to the point. You're getting the story, like you getting the beginning of the story, the middle, and we already know, like, we're going to get, like, okay, why Vlad became what he became and stuff like that. So overall, I enjoy season one, especially with I forgot to mention Noi. He's not a love interest in this one. Like, he's going to be a love interest, of course, but in season one, he's not really a love interest. The three love interests you have is Vlad, Leo, and Sandra. But Noah in this, he is kind of like the comic relief in a way, and he also acts like the antagonist for this season. Even though there is like a main villain out there, he's just like, he's like the appetizer, if you will. Whereas the main villain, is going to be the main course. So I like the fact that he's like the antagonist in season one, even though, like, he's, like I said, he's not the main villain. He's just, antagonizing Vlad. But I like the way he antagonized Vlad. Like, Noise seems like he's bad, but in reality, he cares so much about Vlad that he's like telling Vlad, like, I'm sorry, but you playing little human with like these people, and if they find out who you really truly are, if you show your true colors, they ain't gonna mess with you like that. Like, I like the fact that, like, even though he is an antagonist, he wants what's best for Vlad, even if he goes about it the wrong way. So I did enjoy that a whole lot. Again, like I said, overall I enjoy season one, and definitely is is the main reason why I am, playing season two, because I enjoy season one a whole lot. I definitely would say I give season one, because it started off so strong for me. Um, I would say I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So far, because it starts off strong. Like, this is a very strong start to it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, especially those who have um played Dracula: A Love Story. Let me know what you guys think about the story. Did you like it? Did you didn't like it? Was there something that made you not like it? Also, who is your love interest in the story? Is it so far Leo, Vlad, or Sandra? Let me know in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, see ya!